My name is Tina Keto. I am a Homeworks consultant and a homeschooling mom for over 10 years. We've been using BJU Press materials since the beginning, and we just love it. Today, I want to show you something really exciting. It is the new BJU Press Homeschool Hub. I've been using it with my family, and my kiddos love it. I love it. It's a huge time saver for me with planning and scheduling, and we just really enjoy it. It's something that's just been a huge blessing in our family, so I'm really excited to show it to you. So let's get started. To access this free online resource, you'll want to go to homeschoolhub.com. And to set up an account, you look down at the bottom, it says don't have an account, select that, and you can create an account right here. Once you have created an account, then you go ahead and log in. Now, when you log in for the first time, you will be prompted to go through to complete your profile. You will also be prompted to add students and add your courses and watch some tutorials. And then you land on the parent dashboard that's going to look something like this. Now, if you have already gone through that whole setup, you have not added all your students, you have not added your courses, no worries. We're going to do that right now. So I'm going to go over to my profile on the top left-hand corner, select my picture, and on the right-hand side, I have my students. We're going to add a student. So we're going to scroll down, just look down at the bottom here. It says Add Student. Here, I can add a profile picture and upload that from my computer if I desire. And then I'm going to fill out my student information. I'm going to select birthday. And then grade. So this is just the general grade that this particular child is in. I can still customize courses, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. This particular student's doing third grade in most coursework, totally fine. I'll still be able to customize later. Username, so this is going to be for the parent, the student sign in and their dashboard. So I'm going to set up a login for this particular student. And then there's a few options here. Allow the student to see grades. This is a third grader. I'm going to select no. I don't really want them to access their grade book or worry about that. Show work ahead on dashboard. This is an option that when your child completes a lesson for the day, there'll be a prompt saying, would you like to work ahead? This is great for older students that are really taking ownership of their schooling and their own schedule. Since this is a third grader, I don't particularly want her to work ahead, so I'm going to select no. Show timer on tests and quizzes. Currently, for 5th grade and up, online and DVD users have the option to do online testing. So if you're doing just textbooks or your kiddos are under that age, that grade, you're going to do paper tests, and this would not be an option for you. But if you do have that, the timer is actually something that shows up on the tests and the quizzes while they're taking the test. So if you do not want them to see the timer while they're working, you would select no. And just like that, I've created a new student. All right, next we're going to assign a course. All right, so it's assigning a course. I have a couple options here, BJU Press courses or custom courses. The BJU Press courses are preloaded lesson plans. These are going to be available for all the texts, pretty much every textbook that BJU Press currently sells. And you'll be able to upload those free of charge. If you've ordered DVDs or online, this is where you will go to add them for each particular child. So I'm going to select BJU Press. There's online. If I had ordered some online courses, they would show up right here. If I had ordered DVDs, that would also show up here. So we will select textbook. This is a third grader, and I'm looking for third grade materials. I'm going to select a course here. We're going to do third grade reading. So course display name. This display name is tightly tied to the course. It's going to show up on your student dashboard. It's going to show up on your parent dashboard. If you print up anything for records or print up any progress reports or grade reports, that will be on here, as well as their permanent transcript that will save in the hub. I'm just going to take off that 3rd edition and leave it reading 3. Point scale. There's an option for 10, 8, and 7 points. Daily order, this is the order that the courses are going to show up on the student dashboard. And so if you can decide what order you want those in. This is reading. I'm going to have this the second course of the day. Course color, also tightly tied to the course. And then lesson to start with. So if you've already started a course, or say you've taken a break for the summer and you're still going to finish up a course in the next school year, this is a great way to start where you need to and start fresh. Then there's the option to either skip all of those previous lessons or to mark complete and input grades. Mark complete and input grades is really great if you have already started your school year and you're trying to utilize the hub and you want to manually transfer those grades into the hub and keep working. That's a great way to do that as a textbook user. Which day should this lesson begin? I'm going to have this one start on Monday. Scheduling type. This is really a great feature. You're able to schedule either the same schedule every week, or if you do more of a block schedule and you want to alternate schedules every other week, right here you can do that. Say you have a co-op that meets every other Friday and you want to accommodate that by not scheduling lessons on that day, you can definitely do that here in the hub. I'm going to choose alternating schedules. Let's do Monday, Wednesday, Friday the first week, and Monday, Wednesday, the second week. Since this is a block schedule, I'm going to actually select 2 lessons a day. I can select 1, 2, or 3 lessons to be completed each day. And now that I have done this, I see a projected end date of June 4th. So this projected end date is without taking any vacations, just working straight through. This is the soonest that I could possibly complete all the lessons in this course. And then assign course. And we'll see here the student now has reading 3. Okay, let's go to the dashboard, and now I can choose my students from the dashboard. And let's go over to the calendar. So once I set up a course and have it in the system, I will be able to see it auto-populate on the calendar. What's really great is all my lesson plans are all ready to go and done for me, and I can still customize them if I need to. Another great feature with the calendar is, say for instance, you want to reschedule something. There's rescheduling tools here. One is catch up all late lessons. Say there is a family emergency, nobody does school for a couple of weeks, you're trying to get back on and get back into the rhythm of things, and you don't want your kiddos to make up the last week of schoolwork. You just want to recalibrate, end your school year a little bit later. Catch up all late lessons is great for this. You just select that you understand you're shifting all of your late coursework and that you're going to have a new end date. You select the child, and then you just reschedule. All right, the other thing is adding a new school day. So for instance, if you don't get to able to do school on a Friday like you normally would, and you want to shift all of that work to Saturday and have a new school day that you would not typically be schooling on, you can do that right here. Shift course lessons. This is really good for shifting an entire course. Good example would be if you just got started on your school year, maybe you haven't gotten to Heritage Studies yet, you're a month into school, and you just want to shift that course to a whole new start date and just get started on it, you can do that here. You can also print from the calendar. You can print the current view, just how it looks by month week, or day. You can print your lesson plans. This is fantastic if you are wanting to do all your scheduling, but you're not really wanting to be online, or you don't particularly want your children to be online using the dashboard. You can print them for them to be able to use offline. This is fantastic because it will build your schedule based on your calendar. So let me show you here. I'm going to print by day. And I'm going to select all of these courses for this particular student. And then I'm going to print. And it will auto-populate a lesson plan. So based on the calendar, it's going to print up exactly what they need to do. It's going to tell them the course, the lesson, what's assigned, parent instructions. It has checkboxes and any notes. You can also, if you like kind of the VLG look, you can do a landscape mode and it's going to look just like the VLGs. And this is just wonderful. This is really great for textbook users especially. All right, so let's go back over to the dashboard and look at it a little more closely. So the dashboard on the parent and the student side look very similar. The main thing the student is going to be working off of are their lessons and assignments. And so that's going to look very similar to this right here, same widget. So as they work through their days, they will mark off their work as complete, and it's really fun on the student side. As they finish a day, they actually get confetti to celebrate that. It's very, very cute. And so as the student works through, or even from the parent dashboard, if you mark something complete for them, it's as if they did it. So if you have a younger child and you're just working off of the parent dashboard and you're wanting to mark work complete for them as you're working with them, it will mark it off as if they did, which is really wonderful, especially in those younger years. So once their work has been marked complete for the day, you can correct all of their work by going to the Assignments tab. This is fantastic because everything that gets marked off in the hub, I can select each child, and everything that I need to correct for the day is right here in one place. Any recommended grades that I can take are going to be right here. And if I'm doing the online or DVD courses, I will actually have answer keys hyperlinked right here. Let me show you an example of that. So if you're doing a video course, you actually have answer keys right here for you to correct work. And then if it's something that you can take a grade on, you would actually put that in right here, click save, and everything will automatically start building your grade book for you. If you are checking work and you kind of get through everything and you just want to clear out all of those ungraded items without having to go through item by item and select done, you can click clear done items, and everything that does not take a grade will just clear out of there for you on your review. All right, so let's go over and look at the Gradebook. I really like the Gradebook. It's fantastic, especially if you're doing some textbook, if you're a textbook user or if you're using online or DVDs, everything's in here as long as you assign those courses. So this is really your Gradebook for everything. So the Gradebook is fantastic. Let's go into Bible. This is Bible 9. This is a course here that I can adjust gradebook settings. So there's suggested, test quizzes, and other. I can choose to make it weighted or unweighted. So I can use these recommended grade weights, or I can just do it based on points. So see here, I switched over to points. Another great place to see ungraded work is also in the Gradebook. So here I see everything that I've taken a grade on. If I have any ungraded items in this particular course or items that I skipped, I can either unskip those or just leave them as is, or I can grade right from here. I still need to grade this Think It Through 5.4 and assign appropriate points and save. I can print from the Gradebook. There are a few different things that you can do here. So from the Gradebook, you can go up to the top right corner and hit print. I could print a transcript. This is any final grades that are saved in the hub for the full year. So unless you have courses that have been totally completed and cleared off of your dashboard, you're not going to have anything in here. It's going to just be in progress. But after that, this is where you'll get final grades, is under the transcript. progress report. Similar to a report card, you'll be able to go in here, put in your school name if you have one, and then choose a time frame that you want to select. So here I'm going to put in semester. And I can do that for as many periods as I'd like. And then when I hit print, it will generate a progress report with the student's name, address, grade, courses. Everything will be right here for you. Another great feature is the grade report. This is going to be per course. So I can go in here, add my school name, and then I can choose a course and also choose the time period that I would like to pull grades for. And then I can print a grade report of every item that I have taken a grade on for that particular course. There's also a materials list. So we already talked about how you can print up progress reports, your grade report, you can print up lesson plans. There's something else you can also print up here, which would be your materials. So there's a material list that you can print up. So if there are any items that you're going to need, like for an upcoming lab or anything like that, you can print those here. This is really great for science. This is really good for the younger grades when there's more crafts and activities. You can print up that material list. So you can print up a week for the material list for the week, for the quarter, for the month, for the year, and you'll be able to do that right here. If you are a textbook user and have any textbook courses, let's look at the textbook resources that are available to you. This is Bible 9. This is Triumph of Christ. This is a textbook course. So I'm going to go into course resources. And here are all my online resources. So what you used to find in the back of the teacher's edition was a CD-ROM. And that had all your teacher tools that you could use as you needed to. These are now available on the Homeschool Hub. Just select the course, assign it to your student, and you'll have access to all of those. So here I can see that I have these handouts, as well as some study guides, scripture and memory verses, and about how to teach study skills and explaining the gospel. So these are all here for me. Something to note as you're going through your teacher's edition, if you ever see any reference to TTO or Teacher Tools Online, anything that you would find in Teacher Tools Online for the homeschooler is going to be found right here in the Homeschool Hub. So anything referenced there, come over here to the Homeschool Hub, go to those course resources, and utilize all of those here. Now, if you are a video course user, your online resources are going to look a little bit different. You'll have the digital teacher's edition. Let me show you one of those here. We're going to go to physical science. And the course resources, I have the digital teacher's edition that I can download. So this is really helpful if I'm wanting to help my child in a specific area, or if I want to teach a lesson or a entire chapter myself, I can do that with these digital teacher's editions. Another really helpful tool, if you're doing the online courses and you are wanting to use printed tests, this is a great place to get those tests as well. You'll want to go to course files. And down here on course files, I see test quizzes and answer keys. This is a file that's going to have all of those online assessments that are available on the Hub in a print-friendly format. And so if your kiddo does better with paper and pencil, this is where you go to print that up, and it's really a great free resource there. All right, I hope you have found this helpful, and I hope that your family enjoys the Homeschool Hub as much as my family has. Happy homeschooling.